Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Tom Carroll and his family and staff at Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home are dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports all Paris Tiger athletes.
Good evening. You are with the Parasports Network. We are in Tolono, Illinois tonight for a regional matchup and volleyball action. Your Lady Tigers, the 10 seed in this Tolono Unity Regional, set to take on Sullivan. We'll get you starting lineups here as they are introduced. Emily Wells, Jaden McClaskey, Kendra Young, Jacoba Harkar, Rachel Stone, Carradine Hoffman, and Becca Miner, the starters for the Tigers. Got it. Most of the starters for Sullivan looks like might be a few number changes. We can check out Max Preps to get those numbers and names updated. Also run through a few players to keep an eye on after taking a look at stats from this Sullivan squad on the Max Preps site. Sullivan coming into this match 4-25. Tigers 4-24. Winner of this match will advance to tomorrow's second round contest. Quarterfinals of this regional, that'll be a 5:30 beginning to take on the 1 seed Unity and hosting Rockets. Tigers will serve first. It'll be Emily Wells to get us underway here in Tolono. Sullivan cleanly through their offense first time, but a attacking error committed by Skyla Palmer. Palmer, a senior on this team. There's an ace for Emily Wells. Palmer, a senior on this team, third on the team in kills, behind Hall and Seeley. Hall, number 21, and Seeley, number 10 on your screens. Wells, another serve, line drive to libero, handled cleanly. Far side swing taken. That was Hall, her first chance. Tigers get it back across. Sullivan didn't get all of it. That was Palmer, but effective enough to get Sullivan their first point. Probus comes on for Moore. And a violation called on the Tigers. Point Sullivan. Serve from Hall, handled by Minor. Far side swing from Harkar, floats one opposite deep corner. Retrieved by Sullivan, then bumped across, rolled over the net. Now McClaskey. Swing from the middle. It's a theme so far for this Sullivan offense. That was Palmer again. This time comes near side. Flat-footed swing from Probus. McClaskey pushes it over to the block. Handled in the back row. Middle swing from Palmer. Handled by Wells. Good big Emily. Harkar from the 10-foot line. Doesn't get all of it. Sullivan back over and out of bounds. Point Tigers. Jaden Bishop will check in. Couple of Tigers to keep an eye on that have been effective on the attacking front for Paris. Jaden Bishop and Jacoba Harkar really found their groove down the stretch here in the last handful of games as there's a block from the Tigers. Sullivan recovers, gets it back across. Then the pass from Wells led Young too far over the net, and Sullivan attacks and finishes it off. Palmer's serving, floats one across. No more for her attacking and blocking ability on this Sullivan team, and a net violation call, point Paris. Becca Minor back to serve. Sullivan handles. Near side, into the net. Sullivan is hitting better than the Tigers this year. 0-59 for Sullivan, 0-38 for the Tigers as there's a serve into the net, point Sullivan. Couple of notes to hone in on in this match as Tigers serve their first error of the contest. Harkar will drill one out of bounds. It's tied up at 5. Tigers are 3-4 when they serve 95% or better. Keep an eye on that as looking for the Tigers to keep service errors at 4 or fewer to get to that 3-4 mark. Big swing Bishop, kill for Jaden Bishop. Jaden had a couple of off nights, as I mentioned, down the stretch, only in Mount Carmel. But besides that, the other 5 or 6 matches around those two, she's hit around that 300 mark. Lexi Collins was in to serve there. Carradine Hoffman pushes one over the block. Sullivan through their offense. Swing from the middle, dug out Minor. Wells will set. Far side Bishop, roll shot, and they're going to say no touch from Sullivan's side. And the violation gives a point to Sullivan. Thompson in to serve for Sullivan. Dug out by Minor. Wells sets middle. Hoffman a swing. There was Thompson. Back to the Tiger offense. Bishop, flat-footed, gets it over. Set near side. A swing that will fall in front of the back row. That was Landry Hall on the kill. Hall leads the Sullivan squad with 115 kills on the season. Next serve from Thompson, dug out by Sophie Given now in the game for the Tigers. And then a net violation called on Sullivan. 7-7, Rachel Stone in to serve. Stone serve. Handled by Sullivan. Back into Stone's dig. McClaskey pushes one over the block. Hustling player from Sullivan to keep it alive. Glances off the Hoffman block attempt. Wells will set Hoffman. Near side swing off of Wells. Kept alive by Hoffman. Stone sets McClaskey from the 10-foot line. Longest rally of the match so far. We're tied at 7. Roll shot handled by Minor. Wells sets wide. McClaskey again from the 10-foot line. Another attack from Hall. That's her third or fourth of this point alone. Minor got caught off pace on her way down from that jump when she made contact. It's 8-7 as she put it into the net. Serve is short, handled by Collins. McClaskey way back to Stone, who can't get it across. Point Sullivan. Tigers to their offense. McClaskey gets one over the block. Swing handled by Stone, but the overpass leads Wells into the up official stand. Point Sullivan. Weidelich playing libero for Sullivan on the serve. Tigers. Minor able to get this one across. Sullivan through their offense. Middle swing off of a Tiger out of bounds as Palmer will get credit for the kill. And we are going to get a timeout called by Coach Pinkston. 11-7. Tigers trail by 4. Sullivan clearly the team on the attack here in this one so far. Averaging a full kill less than the Tigers per set this season. But as I mentioned earlier, better hitting percentage. So just a more efficient team. Tigers might play more aggressive typically. And right now, Sullivan worked their way out to a 4-point advantage. Blocks are just about even. Sullivan averaging 0.8 blocks per set. Tigers at 0.7. Aces. We've seen one of those for the Tigers so far tonight. They are dead even at 2.1%. Serve from Weidelich. Handle, but an overpass. Gives it to Sullivan. We'll see what the call is. They're going to say point Tigers. Thought there might have been a touch. Won't say it too loudly. Point Tigers. It's 11-8. Hoffman back to serve. Handled by Sullivan. Near side swing this time. And off of the block attempt to the court, it goes for Palmer. Another kill for the senior. Short serve handled by Minor. Young and tag, handled by Sullivan. But they are able to get across. Wells is aggressive, and Schiller in the kill. Harkar back in for the Tigers. Wells to serve. Kendra Young, her first real good chance there on that point. All four of the Tigers' wins have come when Kendra has had at least 16 attacks. Sullivan blocks Harkar's swing and then shot out of bounds, point Sullivan. Hall to serve. Wells gets to it. Harkar keeps it inside the pin. No, she doesn't. Four officials as we start postseason play. Swing goes off the block, handled by Sullivan. Swing near side. Off of Stone, out of bounds. Point, Sullivan. Kill goes to Probus. Hall still serving. It's 15-9. Minor receives a serve. Set for McClaskey. Pushed across. Probus. Now Harkar swing. Dugout back row. Swing middle. Dugout Wells. It's an overpass that Young has to go down and get after Sullivan attacked. Minor handles a serve. And Wells is set, finds nobody. Young was there. I think expecting the set. (17-9), rough first set for the Tigers. Wells now sets Harkar. Had her falling backwards. Jacoba able to deliver it with some power, and there's the center line violation called on Sullivan. Point Tigers. McClaskey will be back to serve. Swing into the net, point Tigers. I think that was Riley Rowers checking in for Sullivan. McClaskey's next serve. Tigers trail by 6. Give Jaden an ace. Point Tigers at 17-12. McClaskey's next serve. Just got it over the net. And then an attacking error as Short sends it into the net. Point Paris. Short, a junior. Gonna expect she didn't play the entire season. I don't have many stats on her from Max Preps. As there's a serve receiving error on Sullivan. And the Tigers are back in this 17-14 timeout Sullivan. Mentioned Sullivan, 4-25 on the season. They have not won since the 5th of October. That came against Cowden Herrick, Beecher City. Their other wins on the season coming against Arcola, Central A&M, and Neoga. They played Neoga twice, just as Paris has. Sullivan going 1-1 against the Indians. Paris dropping both of theirs. Last time out, Tigers took the first set from Neoga and then couldn't close out a second and lost the third to drop that second decision in Neoga. Tiger wins against Martinsville, South Vermilion, Red Hill, and Danville. Danville just a couple of matches ago. One that the Tigers came out and handled the entire time on the court. Sullivan answers out of the timeout, earns the serve back on the point. It's 18-14. Palmer to serve. There's Minor. Wells up high for Bishop, rolls it over the block. Handled by Sullivan. Exit swing. There's Given. Wells. Young sends along. 19-14. Serve from Palmer. Here's Harkar with the right hand. Sullivan up with the block, and they'll get credit for the point off of it. 20-14. Palmer still serving. There's Bishop. Wells sets Young. Young still not going to pick up a kill, but a hitting violation. Lift called. Point Tigers. (20-15). Minor to serve. Sullivan back over. There's Given. Bishop into the team bench. Can't retrieve it. Point Sullivan. They're 4 away. Serve taken by Minor. Wells sets. Hoffman gets it over the block. Sullivan back across. Wells another set. Cleanly to Bishop. A hefty swing. Jaden. Handled by Sullivan. Now Jaden back up with a block attempt. Sullivan still has it on offense. Sends along. Point Tigers. (21-16). Collins back into serve for Paris. Good serve, Alexi. Handled by Sullivan. Pushed over. Given. Wells a set for Bishop again, but Bishop sends it long. 22-16 Sullivan. Serve on the way. There's Bishop. Wells is set for Hoffman. Off the Sullivan block. No. Into the net. No touch. Points Sullivan. They're 2 away from taking this first set. And a timeout will be called by Coach Pinkston. (23-16) when we come out of this break. Sullivan will be serving. Again, the winner of this match will move on to tomorrow's contest and play Tolono here on their court at 5:30. Other matchup, the 4 and 5 seeds of regional play. Arthur Levington, Atwood, Hammond, the 4 seed, and they'll take on Monticello, the 5 seed, scheduled tomorrow night for 6:30. Thompson to serve, short, handled by Minor. Wells a set Bishop. Bishop goes after it again, but sends one into the net. Point Sullivan, and it's set point. Thompson serves off of the tape, and neither Bishop nor Minor could get it, and the point and set will go to Sullivan. 25-16, we'll take a break between sets. You're watching the Parasports Network.
Farm Credit Illinois supports communities, farm families, and agriculture with constructive credit and financial services today and tomorrow. Helping farm families succeed, that's Farm Credit Illinois. The Parasports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family. Great Heart Seed is dedicated to providing the American farmer with the most profitable corn, soybean, wheat, and alfalfa lines. Their vision is to work on your farm, helping you build higher yields and bigger profits. Contact them at 465-4132. Great Heart, great yields. Church Insurance is an independent agency specializing in home and auto, life and health, as well as business and farm insurance. For over 100 years, Church Insurance has been servicing Edgar and surrounding counties. Stop by their office at 116 East Court Street and talk to Bruce, Ann, or Tay, and let them take care of your insurance needs. You can also give them a call at 465-4022 or visit their website at churchinsagency.com. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Mark, Amy, Salem, and Sarah Isef support Paris Athletics and implore its athletes to play hard and study harder. Lot 50 Brewing, located at 112 East Court Street, is the only brewing company in town. Bring your friends, family, or co-workers in for an evening of games, drinks, and conversation. Order food from other local restaurants or bring your own. Stop in and watch the owners, Bruce Young, Steve Combs, and Doug Smitkamp, work for you. Lot 50 is open Wednesday through Sunday. Check them out at lot50brewing.com.
Both teams out of the timeout, ready to start this second set, 25-16. Sullivan took the first. And this set is now win or go home for the Tigers. They'll start on the attack. Young gets it over. Sullivan won't be able to get it back. First kill for Kendra Young. Emily Wells back to serve. Handled by Weidelich. Swing handled by Given on the Tiger side. Young another swing. Sullivan keeps this one in play. Bumped across by Palmer. Wells to Bishop. Pushes one off the block. Now Harkar goes up on the attack, but her swing made contact, but unable to get it across the net. Point Sullivan. Hall serving, rolls it off the tape and in front of a diving minor, point Sullivan. The serve, minor overpass, point Sullivan. Doubt Coach Pinkston will take any timeouts home with her. Tigers need to figure things out quickly in this set, or we might have an early one taken by the Tiger bench. Swing coming from the middle, off of Given, point Sullivan. (4-1) Sullivan. Hall still serving. Minor. Wells is set for Young. A swing and Sullivan block is there. Got it back onto the Tiger side. Palmer, half of that block. Tigers see their offense. Minor gives up a free ball. Sullivan pushes it over, but outside of the pin, point Tigers. Rachel Stone in to serve. And into the net it goes, point Sullivan. I believe Short was the other half of those blocks on the Tigers. Palmer serving now, her and Seeley are the team leader in blocks. Here's a swing by Young, but out of bounds, point Sullivan. One thing that we've seen in a handful of matches this year are the teams that you can kind of tell when teams are scouting or at least know their opponent. When they play the Tigers, or sending a couple to block Kendra each time in the middle. Can't remember what match that was, maybe Newton, where a few times, at least from the scorer's table, you could hear the Newton bench pleading their players to close the gap on the 3 position, as they were expecting Kendra to attack from the middle. This case, trying to figure out if that's the case as far as the scouting report goes, or Sullivan just poses a duo blockers that are too much for the Tiger attack. Another point Sullivan's way. It's 8-3. Serve goes into the net. Tigers get a break. And Aubrey Leader will check in to serve for the Tigers. Leader, a sophomore, and serve receiver gives a point for the Tigers. It's 8-5. Talked about a couple of the young girls on this team last away broadcast when Paris traveled to Danville. Leader, a sophomore. Sam Kindred, who we haven't seen yet tonight. Plenty of action as a freshman this year on the varsity squad. 8-5, Wells goes on the attack from the setter position. Swing for Sullivan, dug out Stone. Hoffman a swing, off the block, handled by Sullivan though. They push it over the Wells block attempt, and then Emily Wells read that one well and got it over and found hardwood. 8-6 Sullivan. And a timeout called by Sullivan. They lead by 2. It'll be Tigers serve out of the break. Upper leader will still be serving. Leader, Stone, Minor, McClaskey, Wells, and Hoffman on the court. Leader's serve is left alone and lands out of bounds. Point Sullivan, it's 9-6. Thompson in to serve. Her serve handled by McClaskey. Wells will set. Hoffman a swing off of the Sullivan block. Back to the Tiger side. Wells now sets. McClaskey pushed over the block. Handled by Sullivan. Tigers now in their offense. Here's Minor with the swing. Dug out of there, Weidelich. And swing this time from Hall off a block off another Tiger into the court. Point Sullivan. Thompson's next serve, handled by McClaskey. Wells to McClaskey, and Jaden gets a kill. Earns his serve back. It's 10-7 Sullivan. Bishop checks back in. She'll take the front row spot of Rachel Stone. McClaskey serving. Sullivan goes back to Hall off of the Wells block. Minor was there, but sent it under the net. Point Sullivan. Again, Hall leads the team, 115 kills. She's hitting 113 on the season. Her percentage well above the team average. Her and Seeley the best hitting percentage. Violation called on Sullivan gives the Tigers a point. It's 11-8. Danville match a few days ago. Tigers rolled off a couple of streaks when Hoffman was at the service line. There's 1 point. Garrett stands back there on the Kendra Young attack. Next serve from Hoffman is knocked well wide of the court. Point Tigers. 11-10 now. Tigers back within one. Here's Hoffman's serve, handled by Sullivan. Near side, off balance was Palmer, and she couldn't keep it on the right side of the antenna. Point Tigers. We're tied at 11. Hoffman serving off the attempt from Weidelich, out of bounds. Point Tigers. A lot of momentum Paris's way. Sullivan took that early timeout. Now might be forced to take that second one early on in this second set. Off another good serve, this time handled by Sullivan. Hall pushes it across court. Swing coming for Bishop. Off the block to the court. Point Tigers. Jaden Bishop with the kill. And there is that second timeout called by Sullivan. 13-11. Tigers lead by 2.
See Diamond Financial for all of your income tax needs. Ben Lucan has 30 years of income tax preparation experience. He and his well-trained staff can take care of all of your personal, corporate, partnership, trust, and not-for-profit tax returns. They'll also take care of all of your payroll and bookkeeping needs as well. See them at 208 East Jasper Street or call 465-8562.
Elsewhere around conference play, Newton, who won the conference, they earned a 3 seed in 2A. They are hosting their own regional. They'll play tomorrow against Robinson or Lawrenceville. Robinson the 5, Lawrenceville the 10. So Hoffman set to serve out of that timeout. There's Hall, and Leader got caught flat-footed. Point Sullivan. Marshall is 6 seed. They're also in Newton. They play tonight against Teotopolis. Other 2A school is Mount Carmel. They're a 6 seed in Fairfield. Here is Bishop, too strong on the attack. Point Sullivan, we're tied up at 13. That timeout stopped the momentum. And Sullivan comes out strong. 2 in a row to tie us up. Serve handled by Given. Wells is set. Young is swing off the block and down to the floor. Point Tigers. Kendra Young another kill. Casey a 9 seed in 1A. Martinsville Regional. That's who they play tonight. Casey hosting the 1A Super Sectional. Here's a serve. Unable to be handled. Point Tigers. Emily Wells will get credit for that one. Red Hill 1A. They're a 15 seed in Clay City. Their LIC team only a 7 seed in 3A. They'll play Effingham tonight in Charleston as the service error will give the point and the serve back to Sullivan. Hall now serving. There's Given, but didn't get enough of it. Give a teammate a chance, and we're tied at 15. The other local teams, Tri-County and Chrisman, will play in the 7-11 matchup. That's a 1A contest tomorrow night in Martinsville. Leader gets a swing, but she'll send it long. Attacking air, point Sullivan. 16-15, Sullivan leads. Hall serving, and Minor lets it go. Out of bounds, point Tigers. Collins checks in to serve. McClaskey up at the net. Collins' serve, handled by Sullivan. Far side swing on the way, handled by Wells. Here's a Leader. It's going to be play. That been close to going out of bounds over on the side. Free ball given up. Collins, Wells, McClaskey a swing over the block and in front of that baseline between two back row defenders. 17-16. Tigers lead by 1. Collins, second serve. McClaskey swing, far side. Handled by Sullivan. Good dig there, now pushed over. There's Collins. Wells sets McClaskey for the 10-foot line. Over the block and off of 2 more Sullivan players. Then down to the court, point Tigers. 18-16, Sullivan. No chance to stop momentum now. They've used both timeouts. Collins puts one into the net. Point Sullivan. Tigers serving 89% on the season. Sullivan an 86.9 mark. McClaskey handles that one. Now she'll get it back over this time. Sullivan swing from the middle. Young was there for the block attempt. She might have got a piece. McClaskey dug it out, then put a good swing on it. Sullivan Got it back over, but into the block of Kendra Young. And then down to the court it goes, point Tigers. Young checks out after the block. Tigers lead by 2. Here's Minor. Good serve. Becca Minor, give her an ace. It's 20-17. Next serve for Minor. Handled by Sullivan, swinging from the middle, off of the Hoffman block. Wells will set. Back here, Leader. Leader, good swing this time. Handled by Sullivan. They're going to give up a free ball. Here's McClaskey. Wells will set. This time to Jada McClaskey. Pushed over the block. Sullivan, libero, Widelich there. Swing far side. It's going to stay inbounds down the line. That's a great shot there. As Short kept it inbounds and earned the point. And she'll step back to serve. (20-18). Tigers lead by 2. Short serve handled by Minor. Hoffman a swing, stay in play. It won't. (20-19). Support coming from Coach Pinkston to Carradine, who missed that one by just a foot. McClaskey pushes one off the block attempt, and it'll wind up on the court. Point Tigers, 21-19. Leader serving. Sullivan cleanly through their offense, but a swing and hit out of bounds. Point Tigers, 22-19. Leader's next serve. Widelich there. Set, far side swing, and inbounds. As Probus got all of that one. Point Sullivan. 22-20. And that side out will get Hall back on the court for Sullivan. Collins there for the serve. Swing from Hoffman off the Sullivan block. Wells another set. This time McClaskey over the block. Here's Hall. Left hand. Paris handles. Different look from Hall as Lexi Collins gives up a free ball that finds hardwood. Paris leads by 3. McClaskey to serve, 23-20. Good serve, Jaden, handled by Sullivan. Hall gets it over, there's McClaskey. Wells will set, far side Bishop, pushed over the block. Handled by Sullivan, they will go to Hall. Here comes a full swing, but it's out of bounds. 24-20, set point Tigers. McClaskey serving into the net. Point Sullivan. They get the serve back. Tigers will have 3 more set points. Widelich sets back to serve. It's on the way. Given up. Overpass. Sullivan will go through their offense. Here's Hall to Given. Wells there. Now Hoffman gives up a free ball. Sullivan through their offense. Where will they go? It's going to be Hall. Over the solo block attempt of Wells. Hall's a swing off the block. Handled by Sullivan. They keep it alive. Free ball again for the Tigers. Can they capitalize? Wells a set. Bishop on the run. Just pushed it over the block. Now a swing from Palmer. And I think that caught the Tiger defense off guard. They got to expect her to try to put one home. And she did from well off of the net. Point Sullivan, 24-22. Tigers take a timeout. They'll have one remaining in the second set. Sullivan took the first set 25-16, so they lead 1-0 as both teams are out of that timeout. Tigers with 2 more set points to work with. Appreciate everybody joining us here on the Parasports Network. Good to see that number keep climbing. Glad you all could join. We drove an hour to get here in Tolono this evening. Wells on the attack. Emily Wells will finish it off. 25-22. Tigers keep their season alive. As the captains will meet at center court to determine the serve. We'll take a break on the Parasports Network and be back with a third.
Golf season will be here before you know it. And Eagle Ridge Golf Course in Paris offers one of the preeminent courses in East Central Illinois and West Central Indiana. Their Wednesday night league will be starting up soon, but they also offer special services such as corporate events, receptions, and group lessons. Call 463-3434 or visit eagleridgeparis.com. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark County since 1950. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Located at 500 West Jasper Street in Paris, Soleil Body Salon offers 5 lay-down and 1 stand-up tanning bed, as well as spray tan services. They also have a nail technician, an esthetician, and a hairstylist. Give Leslie and her staff a call at 465-7546.
Teams are back out onto the court. Lineups are checked, and Kylie Dyer has started us off with an ace. 1-0 here in the decisive third. Next serve from Dyer, handled by Given, but an overpass. Wells try to get it back over, blocked by Sullivan. Now Sullivan goes up to attack this one at the top of the net, and then will earn a point after the lift call. Dyer still serving, goes short and near side of the court. Too short, however, into the net, point Tigers. Two 2-1, Sullivan leads, Wells serving. Tigers receive a free ball. Swing from Young, point Tigers. 2-2. Young had all kinds of room to work with in that corner of the court. Didn't hit at full speed. Kept it well in play to tie things up. Wells' the next serve and ace. Miscommunication as Weidelich and Hall were back there. Hall, second on the team, and actually third on the team in service receive errors. She's able to collect this one. And short, unable to push that one across in play. On the wrong side of the antenna, it's 4-2. Tigers up by 2. Wells serving. Sullivan crowd gets restless. Good serve, Wells, handled by Hall. Middle swing on the way off of Minor as Palmer earns a point in the serve for Sullivan. Hall serving, serves it short. Bishop can't get there. Point Sullivan. We're tied at 4. And this serve lands between 3 Tigers. Another point Sullivan. They now lead by 1. All still serving. Wells, a clean set for Young. Wells nearly got into the net, so great play there to keep it alive. And the Tigers will pick up a point. Five Collins serving. Sullivan through their offense. Far side swing. Dug out by Collins. Palmer on the attack. Now McClaskey on the attack. Over the block. Sullivan through their offense near side. Swing from Probe is flat-footed and inbounds. Point Sullivan. Palmer serving. There's McClaskey. Wells set for McClaskey. Swing to the opposite corner. Sullivan. Now Minor. Wells set for Harkar. Left-handed swing goes long. Point Sullivan. Next serve from Palmer. Received by McClaskey. Young is swing but dug out by Sullivan. They needed that. Tigers back through their offense. Harkar goes flat-footed on the attack. Sullivan into the blocking swing. Kendra Young. And Minor hustling dig. But the Tigers unable to get it back over. Point Sullivan 8-5. And a timeout called by Coach Pinkston.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Our pregame show is sponsored by White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
Eight 5 Sullivan. Short serve. McClaskey. Unable to get things in the system with the Tigers. It's 9-5. Palmer's next serve. Tigers able to get this one over, but out of bounds goes Harkar. Point Sullivan. Leader will replace Jacoba. Tough night for number 3. Tigers trail by 5. Palmer. Another serve. McClaskey a swing and going to the left of Palmer, who lays out but can't get there. Point Tigers. Paris into that, it's 10-6. Minor serving. And give her an ace as Weidelich unable to handle that one. It's 10-7. Next serve for Minor is dug out cleanly. Sullivan punches it over out of bounds. Point Tigers 10-8. Rowers digs another serve out. Flat-footed swing fading away. That was short. Not the smartest of play there from Sullivan. And the attacking in the air makes it 10-9. Sullivan leads by 1, but will take a timeout.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
Becca Minor at the service line. Handled by Sullivan. Swing, dug out by Minor. Wells will set to McClaskey, and McClaskey goes off the Sullivan block. Don't think Emily got that set cleanly, and because of that, Jaden made contact on the attack, separated from the net, but at the right angle, went off the Sullivan block. Point Paris again. Tigers take the lead. It's 11-10. Minor's next serve goes short. Sullivan gets it over on 2 hits. Collins. Hoffman gives up a free ball. Here's Sullivan. Pushed over from the middle. Wells a clean set this time for a leader swing. Handled by Sullivan and kept in play. Minor, Wells, Hoffman a swing off the Sullivan block, and they're going to say point Sullivan, and they're going to say that never touched their block. 11-11 now. Going back and watch that replay. Pretty confident that hit the Sullivan block attempt. McClaskey swing, glances just off the Sullivan block attempt. Now swing from the middle, dug out Minor. Wells up to get it, but McClaskey will take it. Who's going to get it for a third hit? Nobody. Point Sullivan, it's 12-11 Sullivan. 2 points in a row after that, what appeared to be a missed call. See if the Tigers can squash that momentum before it gets too large in this one. Third set, 12-11, Sullivan leads. Collins, Wells, McClaskey, a swing. Dug out Sullivan. That's Rowers with a quality dig there. Wells now sets for Hoffman. Over the block this time. Won't mess with the official's eye. Tigers through their offense. Leader unable to get it over. Overpass from Minor. Leader just too close to the net to do much with it. Point Sullivan. Minor receives a serve. Leader swings out of bounds. Point Sullivan. Serve from short is into the net. Point Tigers. Paris needed that gift. It's 14-12. Serve from Leader. Handled by Sullivan. Punched over. It's going to stay in play for the moment, but not get over. As a few Tigers hustle to keep that play alive. I was for sure it was going to land in the corner to begin with. Good hustle there by the Tigers, just unable to get it over. It's 15-12 Sullivan. Minor and Collins both over there to keep it alive in the corner. Wells now sets Hoffman. A swing, gets it around the block this time. Sullivan through their offense. Hall on the run, hits it across. Now McClaskey pushes one over the block. Sullivan a 3-point lead and a swing from Hall that goes out of bounds. Point Tigers. McClaskey serving. Moore dives and got it back over. Not sure if that one was out of bounds, but either way, Becca unhappy with the way she received that one. And a point will go to Sullivan. 16-13. Action right above the net. Ball ends up on Sullivan's side. Swing there from Palmer. Given rolls one over the net for the point. (16-14). Young back in. Hoffman to serve. Good serve, Carrot, and an ace for Carrot and Hoffman. (16-15). Hoffman's next serve goes into the net. Back to a 2-point advantage for Sullivan. Serve short, handled by Bishop. Now Leader gets it across. Ball hung in the air just long enough for the Tigers to figure out who's going to get it back over. Wells a high set. Here's Bishop. Trying to go across court. Unable to, out of bounds. Point Sullivan, and a timeout called by the Tigers. (18-15). Tigers trail by 3 here in the third. Sullivan won the first one 25-16. Second set went to the Tigers 25-22. Now this one is a 3-point contest. Race to 25 to determine who will move on to tomorrow night and face the host and number 1 seed Unity Rockets. Toronto, a team that came to Paris a few weeks ago and looked as impressive as that one does next to their name in the brackets. So we're back on our way in Toronto. Wells sets Young. Young off the block. Sullivan a second touch. Third touch gets over from Palmer. Wells sets far side. Bishop a swing off the block again. But there's more. And a free ball is going to be given up. Leader. Wells will set for Young off the block. Back to the Tiger side. Paris keeps it alive. Given. Now Wells gives up a free ball. 18-15. How about that block for Sullivan? Now a swing from Palmer that finds hardwood in the back of the court. Point Sullivan. Next serve is short, handled by Bishop. Wells on the attack. Dug out, found by Sullivan. Swing from Palmer. That was Minor. Bishop pushes it over the block. Sullivan another chance. Here's Hall off the Tiger block this time. Wells and Young combine for the point. It's 19-16. Wells serving. Good serve, Emily. Hall almost mishandled it, and now the ball will fall on the Tiger side of the court after nobody made a play on it. (20-16), Sullivan leads. Here's Hall. Bishop. Swing from Young off the block. Kept alive for a moment, and wow, Sullivan's going to be able to get that one back over. After a glance off the Sullivan block. Again, that was huge, and winds up being point Sullivan. Maybe not able to turn blocks into points immediately, but incredibly able to affect the way this match has been played. Has been that Sullivan block. Swing from Palmer. Dug out Wells. Good dig Emily. Swing from Young to the court. Kendra Young, 21-17. Be all right with more than that. Going to be the final rotation with Kendra up at the net. Collins back to serve. Collins, Minor, Wells, Leader, McClaskey, Young. Sullivan through their offense. Swing from Palmer. Glances off the Tiger block. Collins is there. Wells is set from McClaskey far side. Off the Sullivan block, nothing called. There it is. Called a lift on the Sullivan block. Good call, 21-18. Ball seemed to just stick in that block for a minute. Collins still serving. Good serve, Lexi. Handled by Sullivan. They're going to have to give up a free ball. Palmer is the one to do so. Here's Collins. Wells will get a clean set to Young. Over the block. Dug out back row by Rowers. And then knocked over somehow. Sullivan stayed out of the net and off of that center line. Tigers give up a free ball now, but Miners sent it wide out of bounds. 22-18 Sullivan. Four-point deficit for the Tigers. Palmer serving. Wells sets McClaskey. A swing. Off the fingertip of the block and an overpass into the net gives the point to the Tigers. (22-19). Minor to serve. Hoffman back in for Young. Serve from Minor. Handled by Sullivan. Working over on the far side, pushed over. There's McClaskey. Wells will now set for Leader. Aubrey been swinging it well. Another good attack. Dug out by Sullivan. Free ball to Collins. Clean set coming from Wells to Hoffman. Over the net to the court, but out of bounds. Point Sullivan. (23-19). Third set. Serve from short, handled by Leader. Wells sets McClaskey. Falling backwards slightly. Got enough of it. Sullivan, good swing, but dug out by Minor. Wells sets to Leader. Trying to sneak one down the line. Sullivan recovers. Sends one back over. Another set from Wells. McClaskey over the block. Short. Now a set and a swing from the middle that the Tigers can't return, and Tigers now face a match point, 24-19. Tigers in a fight for their life now. Short serving for Sullivan. Floats one over. Collins. Wells. High for McClaskey. Off the block and to the court. Jaden was just half a second away from the peak of her jump when she made contact, and that threw off the block. It's 24-20. Serving is Aubrey Leader. Good serve, Aubrey. Handled there. Middle of the court swing that no Tiger can get to, and that will do it. 25-20. The match is over, and the season for your Tigers has come to an end. Final game for Jada McClaskey and Rachel Stone as Paris Tigers, as they end the season 4-25, losing in the first round of the regional. 25-16, 22-25, and 25-20, the final scores from this 3 sets here in Tolono. Young team, a lot to look forward to. I'm just as optimistic as I was when I started the season for next year. So, hope you all will join me once that starts back up. Thank you for watching us on the Parasports Network. Glad we could bring the action from Tolono this evening in regional play, and glad we could bring you action all year long on the Parasports Network. Next broadcast should be on Saturday, 7 p.m. Football team playoff action as they will travel to Mount Zion. You'll be able to catch all the action here. And after what will hopefully be a few more football games on the Parasports Network, it'll be time for basketball. So that might be the next time that I talk to you all, basketball season. So already looking forward to that. And for the final time in volleyball season, appreciate you joining us. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. So for the Parasports Network, I'm Clay Best signing off here. Have a good evening.
You've been listening to Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network, brought to you by the Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, Farm Credit Illinois, Prospect Bank, Soleil Body Salon, Diamond Brothers Insurance, Ingram Waste Disposal, Diamond Financial, Illini FS, Country Financial, and Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance. Also our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family.